Hey guys, so I got some free time this evening. I'm going to try to squeeze in a headlamp install on the Supra. So as you guys can see, I picked up a brand new set of Series 2 headlamps. The Supra is a Series 2. The previous owner swapped it for Euro glass, which is, I do like it, but there's too much silver going on. This is supposed to hold up better because it doesn't crack or gets damaged easily as the stock OEM USDM one, which is plastic. So I'm somewhat of a purist, not an elitist, so there's a big difference. I just want to keep the car looking stock as much as possible and try to keep it true. I did remove the wiper, so that's one thing that that's pretty much going against with what I'm saying. I did remove the badge, so on the rear, and I'm going to keep it badgeless just to make the rear look clean. But the only thing I am going to try to put back is the limited edition 15th year anniversary badging that's on the fender and the Series 2 headlamps. So like I said, she's a 97 Series 2. She's a true TT, so she's originally twin turbo, not a swap. So I kind of want to just try to preserve as much as I can without going too much. And I do like the idea that it has black housings as opposed to the silver housing. So I mean, the car's already silver, the rims, or the wheels I should say, because a lot of folks get triggered when I say rims. I guess it kind of shows my age, because that's what we used to call it back in the day. But anyway, there's too much silver going on, so I'm hoping the black housings will kind of break it up a little bit, and at the same time maintain the OE setup for the car, and not mistaking it for a Series 1. So anyway, okay, so this should be fairly simple, and I mean there's plenty of how-to videos on it, so I'm not really going to do a step-by-step. I'm just going to go ahead and install it. Oh, by the way, I also decided to go with LEDs, and this currently has HIDs, and the reason why I'm also going with LEDs is because the current HIDs on here are the ballast. One of the ballast, when it overheats, after driving for 10 to 15 minutes, it shuts down. So I'm actually at night will be driving with one headlamp working. So hopefully the HID install didn't require any sort of cutting, and it's just a plug and play, because I'm hoping that it'll be an easy reversal, and I just plug in the new LEDs and off we go. So and I think the ballast are mounted behind the bumper, so I may have to do some reaching, or hopefully I don't have to remove the bumper, because I remember when I did the intercooler that the ballast were zip tied on the frame. So we'll see if we can get to it, and if not, we may have to remove the bumper for this one, but pretty excited. So as I was removing the headlamps, I did remember that I mounted these ballast to the frame rails, not zip tied like I thought they were. When I was doing the intercooler, I went ahead and mounted these ballast on both sides to the frame rail, because when I first bought the car, they were loosely just hanging behind the headlamps in the engine bay. So I wasn't too happy with that, so I went ahead and mounted them using the bracket that came with the ballast onto the frame rail. So it looks like all I got to do now is just remove that ballast off that connector and off the frame rail on the other side as well, and we should be able to just do plug and play on the LEDs and install and mount the S2 headlamps. So one of the things I noticed is that the connector is taped. So I'm assuming that maybe the previous owner broke the connector and no longer holds. So looks like I may have to do the same thing maybe down the road, replace that connector, but for now I may have to do the same thing. So it looks like I was right. Let me just show you what they did. So this is what they had on here. It's supposed to be this connector, but I think that's the reason why. Now I'm kind of just wondering whether it's not really the ballast that's overheating, that this might not just be getting a solid contact. Maybe that's why it's intermittently working. But anyway, so these are old technology anyway, and old school. I think this has been on the car for over a decade, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of it. Want to kind of show you guys real quickly the difference between what I had on there and what I'm putting on there. So this is the old HID ballast, and it's somewhat heavy from what I had on the car. This is what the new setup is going to be. It has its own fan, LEDs, and it seems a lot. Well, doesn't seem. It is a lot less lighter than this HID. So if you want to look at it also as part of weight savings on the car. Yeah, and I can't wait to get this thing installed and have the Supra all lit up. Okay guys, so she is all set and done. I'm not sure if I'm digging it though. Looks different. I mean, the fact that that's OEM and this is how they came from the factory, I have pretty much no choice but to deal with it. Maybe something that's going to grow on me, or maybe I just got used to the Euro. Kind of seems a lot more like the orange reflector stands out more now with the black housing on the headlamps, and it kind of seems like the parking lights on the bumper needs to sort of match and maybe get it smoked, but I'm not really sure if that came from the factory that way. But if it did, this is how I'm going to keep it. So it's something different, and I think maybe it's the wheels. Don't know, but I'll get better view of how they look like in the daytime. I'll pull it out and kind of get a better look as to, on this angle it doesn't look that bad. It actually kind of blends in, kind of fits. Don't know. Although I do like the fact that it no longer has that little bump. I forget what that is. And also the line work is a lot cleaner. It's not as busy as the Euroglass. Let me grab this guy and kind of maybe put it down as a comparison. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. This is quite heavy. Okay, that's just a socket. So I don't know if you guys can see the difference. So the OEM does look a lot cleaner, less of the line work on the lens itself, and no longer has that that little bump. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna have to look that one up, but yeah. So these are most likely gonna go up for sale. I gotta try and maybe think about maybe just holding on to it, because these do have a tendency to crack or get damaged easily. So I may just hold on to this just to as a spare, just in case. But I think maybe I think it might look better, and it may not be stock, but it's something that I can do to make it kind of a little bit more palatable, if that's the word for it, is to smoke those parking lights, and possibly get a smoked side reflectors. So I don't know what you guys think. It's probably something that's just gonna slowly grow on me. I do kind of like it. It's just that I guess maybe I just got used to the whole, polished look, because I've had this Supra that way for years now. So excuse me. But yeah. So all right, we're done for the evening. Actually, you know what? I forgot. I have not tested the lights yet. So let me turn that guy on, make sure that connected everything properly. The parking lights are on. It's working fine. And I think what I need to do is to get LEDs for those as well, because they seem a bit yellow. Kind of want to get it to be as bright as the headlights. So let me get... oh, you gotta be kidding me. Really? What'd I do? See this? High beams. At least those guys are on. Okay, so something is up with that connector. Back to the drawing board. So what I'll do is I'm going to swap. The thought here is that maybe the LED light that was shipped to me might just not be working. So let me do a swap and see if that'll determine whether or not both are functional. Okay guys, I'm kind of feeling pretty dopey. Luckily I was able to figure out the issue. Let me turn on the lights, parking, low beam. I don't know if you guys can hear the fan, but the fans are going. So high beam also works. You guys don't need to see that. But anyway, what it turned out to be was that I reversed the polarity on the connector. I was thinking positive was negative, negative was positive. The damn symbols on those connectors are so tiny, and with the eyesight that I've got, which is pretty bad, didn't help. I reversed it. So anyway, luckily I figured it out, and she works fine now, and now I can actually drive this thing at night and not have to cut my day short when I'm out with the car and get home before it gets dark. So anyway, hope you guys like this little snippet this little video of finally something that is Supra content on my channel. But anyway, I got more things coming up. Let me know what you guys have in mind, what you guys think I should be doing, suggestions, recommendations, whatever. But anyway, I'll call it a night. It's about close to 1 in the morning. At work tomorrow. At least it's a Friday. So anyway, guys, hope you guys have a great day. Smash the like, subscribe, and I will see you next time.